Ballyhoo and welcome. The Passion Project continues. My name is Remedy Robinson. I'm a linguist, author, and an ardent fan. And this is an appreciation. This is an exploration of linguistics, language, and how to bewilder and delight in the course of 3 verses, as framed by the peerless poetry of the modern day master, Elvis Costello. Today's slow drag is with Train Robberies from Spike, released in 1989. The songwriting is credited to Elvis Costello's birth name. With its 264 pleasingly placed words, Coltrane Robberies is an oblique opus of much larger proportions than its scant 3 minutes and 12 seconds running time might suggest. Yesterday's coal train came to rest in the bitter cutting, and while the signals took an age to change, it was easy pickings. So you go to the movies where they smash it up. You want to feel your heart pumping. It makes you feel good. All through the karaoke, girls were squealing the hits, while another Mercedes-Benz gets blown to bits. Told from what seems to be the perspective of a coal train robber. It's all in a day's work, barely break a sweat. Just wait for the signals to change, then hide out like they say Oswald did that day in Dallas. It's all the action you'll need for one day. Remarkably, along with a smattering of alliteration, this flowing verse is anchored only by one ending rhyme pair, hits and bits, as it goes into poetic detail of how to pull off the perfect heist, complete with singing girls and exploding cars. While all the time in the camptown theaters of Piccadilly, they're going to throw a black-faced minstrel show for the barefoot children that they're always selling. They'll say it's quaint as the guilty ones faint and claim they ain't underneath this paint. We interrupt these liberal saints with their whips and watermelon. This is certainly a dense verse that is full of imagery, yet blissfully short on any sort of expressed comprehension. As I am certain many of us have done, I've pored over these lines for years, only to garner a fleeting understanding that keeps coming in and out of focus. Whips and watermelons, indeed. In addition to this obstinate, finished 6-line second verse, there is an alternate 4-line verse that hints at many of the same notions that are found throughout the finished piece. Outside, the khaki-covered river oozes by, and still they say that there's a big, important world out there to try. What's yours is yours, what's yours is mine. So say those City of London swine. So let's steal something that's really worth it. Reports are coming in of a Coltrane robbery. It's like another world, or it had better be. Mind you, and it's quite fine by me, but it seems we've gone through 2 verses and an alternate verse without gleaning much insight past common thievery, not linguistically, poetically, or otherwise. That's why our slow drags are as much appreciation as they are exploration. So, do you think the third verse will provide much more clarity, or will it be as wonderfully and as maddeningly perverse as its antecedents? On a side note, how do you feel about rhetorical questions? So we return to the whitewash pout of his committed lips, since he was declared the long lost fountain of youth that drips and drips and drips. They'll be sending him round from door to door to sell you back what's already yours. So many good deeds, so little time, say the advertising agency swine. What man has destroyed what he thinks he owns, I hope no living thing cries over his bones. If you don't believe that I'm going for good, you can count the days I'm gone and chop up the chairs for firewood. Lips and drips, owns and bones, good and firewood. These end rhymes create a nice flow through a complicated maze of corporate conniving, ending with a truly perplexing proclamation. To whitewash means to cover something over, such as a crime or a scandal. If this piece were to have a thesis statement, then it might be the grotesque virtue signaling subversion of so many good deeds, so little time. Chop up the chairs for firewood is such a bleak outcome to someone else's departure. The act of smashing up the place seems a fitting way to cope with this final realization, and also as a continued desperate act of your own survival. As with the second verse, the third verse also has alternate lyrics, with only the last two lines surviving the final shuffle. Come down the banks where you used to court, your heart pumping. You know where she kissed you as the sweating trains pulled in. A scrap of grime for a glitter of heat beneath the rails, beneath your feet. You used to pick rags from the workhouse floor. You don't want much, you just want more. You waited 15 years for the whistle to blow when they say work, when they say no. If you don't believe that I'm going for good, you can count the days I'm gone and chop up the chairs for firewood. Detailing the Monday workaday world seems to project a more wholesome proletarian slant to these words. The revision process is well on display between these two alternate verses and the final version. Strategically placed lines are kept, moved around, and repurposed to what I might call perfection, if only I could actually wrap my arms around the meaning of each line. These expressive yet guarded lines are a large part of why Coltrane Robberies remains seemingly relevant as well as timeless. Reports are coming in of a Coltrane robbery. It's like another world, or it had better be. Dig it! Again, this has been a slow drag with Coltrane Robberies from 1989's Spike. Dense, complicated, vivid, nearly impenetrable. This piece will never die as long as we continue to decode and affix our own experiences onto each line while letting the essence of it wash over us. We intellectually know what it is about. Of course, the title announces it: robbery, outlaws, and otherwise. Yet, even with all of my linguistic prowess and years of attentive listening, this piece remains a moving target. Or, as Mr. Costello has been quoted as saying about this piece, I'm never sorry to have a song that maybe puzzles people for a while. Well, it's been a while. So, in the unique world of Mr. Costello, this piece stands out as an enigma that nevertheless blends in well with all of the other works of the genius Spike. And that's it for today's slow drag, my friend. Thank you for listening. I highly encourage you to re listen to episode 10 of Slow Drag with Remedy, A Terrible Crime. It's a slow drag with Let 'em Dangle. Episode 39, The Secrets It Arouses. It's a slow drag with Satellite. Episode 55, A Little Amused. A slow drag with This Town. And episode 59, Even a Scapegoat. It's a slow drag with Miss Macbeth. They are all slow drags with more gems from Spike. It's reported that Spike is 5 albums in one, and these slow drags help highlight the fact of how eclectic these pieces are from one another, yet how seamlessly they fit together on this one album. You can find me on social media. On Instagram, simply search for my name, Remedy Robinson, or search for the name of my podcast, Slow Drag with Remedy. I'm also on Twitter at Slow Drag Remedy. Give me a follow and say hello. I follow back. Also, please visit slowdragwithremedy.com for companion blogs and other useful transcripts and information. Please take the time to give us a 5-star rating, especially on Apple Podcasts. As always, thank you for helping to get the word out about this little passion project any way you can. Truly, it means the world. So, until next time, adieu, my little ballyhoo. Slow Drag with Remedy.